right, let's make this video. So, something that I do, I have a bad sponge and a good sponge. Let's see if you can figure out what that means. Now, when I was a little kid, we had dishwater. We would run dishwater. So you'd have a bucket or a big pot or something in the stove, something, and you would always have water in it, and you'd have your dish suds in it. And I still do that. But I find that sometimes people don't know the system, and so they'll put their dishes in that pot or that vessel of water, and they'll mess all your suds up. So, so anyway, so this video is all about cast iron care. Now you saw us use that Redbean, my Sportsman Lodge yesterday, and we cooked them red beans in it. And I purposely left it on the stove all night just to do this video. So this red bean been in the skillet, and you can see how easy it's coming off because my skillet was seasoned good. But also, I want you to, I wanted to talk about the bristle brush and how to take care of the cast iron. So I'm gonna try to keep it a short video, but I'm gonna also edit the video so you'll see it in steps. So the first step, we got some nice hot water coming in here now. And I'm going to just start the scrubbing process with my bamboo brush from the Asian market. So we just hitting the bottom. Now we're going to hit the sides. And I say this pot has been on the stove all night, just like that. So I want to show you how easy it is to care for cast iron. You don't have to be afraid of it or intimidated by it. And one of the nice things about cast iron, it lasts a lifetime. So I don't know the age of this fryer. This is called a fryer. But I know on the internet, they sell for about $200 used. So it's a very valuable pot. There are a lot more smart people than me that talk about the benefits of cast iron. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, you can look at one of my videos on the 17th century egg that I do, and you can make cast iron non-stick. You can do that. It's your cast iron. You can do that. And I'll show you how to do it. Now, I'm going to say this. Mr. Teflon don't like cast iron. But cast iron been around a long time. And you see I'm putting a little bit of suds on there. And I'm not worried about hurting it. And you might be saying, well, how is this a fryer? How you know it's a fryer? Well, that's what it says on the bottom right there. It says deep fish fryer 3060. I don't know what that means, but I know what fryer mean. And I know that I could fry a family pack of chicken wings in this. Now that's it. Now we're going to put it on the heat and we're going to let it heat up. Now you see we're on the heat, and this is the part that takes a little bit of time. So I'm going to leave this skillet, I'm going to leave this fryer on the heat for about 25 minutes. Now, it may be longer or shorter depending on your stove, the type of stove you're using. But what I want you to know, this is the only thing that matters. When you touch right here on the top of this fryer, whether it's this fryer or it's a Dutch oven or any cast iron pot, when you touch the top of it, you want that to be warm to touch. And what that's going to do is your bottom is going to be heated. The pores will open up. The sides will open up because these sides are cold. Now, if I touch down here, that's hot like fire. But you want this also to get hot. You want this to get hot so that the pores open up and now you could properly season it. That white stuff is just calcium from the water. That's all. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. All right. All right. So we have our Sportsman Lodge fryer, and we're about to season it. Now, ooh, wee sha. It's hot. It's hot to touch. That's what we want. This has been on the stove getting hot for about an hour because I had to run to Walgreens and get some pictures. Yeah, people still do that. Now we have some flaxseed oil. Don't worry about cold press. But they say, some of the experts who are smarter than me say flaxseed is a good oil to use. Now, this is hot to touch, and that's what you want. So all of the metal, the pores in the metal have opened up. Now, we have a paper towel, and I'm going to put a drop of oil. That should be plenty. And now we're going to use the paper towel and work the oil throughout the whole pot. Outside, inside, front, back, side to side. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip that. And I'm going to put that, you want a thin coat of oil. If you think it's too much of oil, it's too much of oil. You want to be like, that's not enough oil. That's how you get a thin coat of oil. That wire out the way. Why you always want to be in a comma. So you just wipe that on like that. Now some of you may be saying, oh, what about all of that little lint from the paper towel? Well, flip your paper towel. Flip your paper towel. You don't have to keep using the same. Man, I done touched the pot 3 times down now. Now what we're going to do, we're going to flip the paper towel. We'll get the sides of the pot. A thin coat goes a long way. Because if you ever touch cast iron and it's greasy, that means that they had too much of oil when they seasoned it. So if your cast iron is greasy, that means you have too much of oil when you season it. Whew. Camera up and close. All right, now we're going to throw that paper towel away. Now, we're going to get our trusty towel. This is our seasoning towel. And we're just going to wipe up the rest of the oil from the pot. We'll hit the top of the pot. We'll hit the sides of the pot. And we're even going to hit the underneath the pot. That's some bad English if I ever spoke any. The underneath the pot. Now I'm going to show you a little secret. I should have had a glove on that hand, but I didn't. Now if you're not strong enough to handle the cast iron, you can always get one of your grandkids or somebody you know to help you with it. Now we're going to call that bon. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for tuning in as always. I appreciate you. So now we're trying to get this smoke to happen. And what that smoke is going to stop the oil from going rancid or going bad. So we just heating it up till it starts to smoke and we're good. Now I have a burner here and I have a burner here underneath the pot. So this little section of the pot doesn't get the burner. It only gets the heat that radiates. Or is that conduction? Anyway. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pot right here in the middle. And that way, that portion of the pot will do the same. Now I know you see the smoke coming. I was supposed to cook my world famous white beans today, but I call it white bean gumbo, and I'm running out of time. First Lady, did you make that shrimp stock the other day when you peeled them shrimp? Okay. So, First Lady did not make the shrimp stock. So, we don't need it though, because I know how to cook with flavor. But I might do that video tonight and make them white beans around 10 o'clock tonight. So, I'll see you then. But as you can see, we getting smoke, so we good. We could turn the heat off, and you can leave it on the stove until it cools down. Then you store it wherever you store it. But I'm going to use this pot tonight to make my world famous white bean gumbo. So stay tuned for that.